wide variety of the professional activities which focus on supporting people in dealing with career-related challenges, both preventively and in difficult situations such as unemployment that we have actually witnessing here in Egypt. Career counselors work with people from various walks of life, such as the adolescents seeking to explore career options, experienced professionals contemplating a career change, and parents who want to return to the world of work after taking time to raise their child. And we're honored to be having with here on our cruise today Mrs. Ghada Fayek, the marketing director at the Career Guide Academy, to telling us more about the concept. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And at the beginning, we'd like to know more about the academy that you have created, the objectives and the focus areas that you have.
Actually, the whole idea started with a group of enthusiastic friends. We were all together, students in other training centers taking courses, and then we thought, why not to have our own training center? The main objective, which we lacked in other training centers actually, and we wanted to have in our academy, was the guidance of the student. This is the most important thing that we needed to provide our students, not only to provide them with courses and then they go back home without any feedback from them, or without taking the opportunity to know whether they got anything useful from the courses they have taken or not. So we wanted to maintain this relationship between the student and between the training center. So our main actually mission in this center is not only to provide courses, but only to guide all sectors of the community to exactly know what they want to do with their career.
So when did you start this academy?
Actually, we started around 3 months ago, so it's really a newborn academy.
So did you face the problem of funding? Because we have had problems with the finances since the 2011 revolution.
Yes, of course, we faced some challenges, but it was all like personal funding. We as friends, we decided to do this academy, so each one of us has put a share in this academy, and because we really believed in the mission of this training center, so everybody was so keen to do his best for this training center.
So in light of the political turmoil in Egypt, the situation and how difficult it would be for career development in general. So would this add to your challenges to give added value or knowledge for career guidance to your interested customers?
Yes, of course. This is one of the most important challenges that we are facing in our career, in our field, because once you provide a student with a course, once they are at your academy attending a course, they start speaking politically. They start speaking about the political life and how their political affiliations can affect their decision to choose a certain career or another career. This is exactly what we are trying to avoid in our academy, because for a good instructor to be successful with his students, should be neutral towards any political affiliations. He should deal with all students the same, even if they are expressing some other different political affiliations. And we really want to focus that it's not, to get a good job does not depend mainly on your political status, who do you support and who you do not support.
Yes.
It all depends on your personal skills. It all depends on your how you are really trained to face the challenges in the work area.
Yes, Mrs. Ghada, since you are working with unemployed youth, of course, of Egypt, a big number of them, do you find some persistence by a number of the youth that you target or you work with to be working a certain job that he does not like or she does not like? Do you think that, no, I'm not going to work as a waitress maybe or a waiter, because even if it has good money for them, they say no, they are persistent. I'm not going to be working that because I haven't started to be working like that in the future. Do you actually face these types of people?
This is very common. This is one of the most common things we face. And this is what we are also trying to avoid, and also what we are trying to change the perception of the youth about any job
Because a lot of youth actually prefer to be remaining unemployed than
Yes.
to work something that they have not studied
Yes,
for the
that's
past
right.
4 or 5 years.
But it's not only that to work with something that they have not studied, because one of the most important challenges that the youth face nowadays is that after they graduate from their colleges, they are shocked that what they have to do in their jobs is completely different
Yes.
from what they have studied. For example, I graduate from a faculty of commerce, for example, who joined a bank. He gets, it's very, really weird that all what he studied in the at college is completely different than what he has to do inside the bank. And this is exactly the gap that we are trying to cover in our academy. How to make them ready to face the challenges that they're gonna face when they are trying to find their job.
And it's not necessary definitely to be unemployed. I think you're also targeting people who are employed, but you want to have career development.
Yeah, let me tell you something. We are targeting all sectors of the community. I don't want you to be surprised that we are actually targeting housewives. For example, we provide some courses like carpentry or some of the basics of electricity. If you are facing an electricity problem in your house you need to call a specialist to your house to solve this problem for you.
Yes.
So we are actually targeting all sectors of the community. Those who are already working, those who need to find a new job, those who need to make a career shift. Because nowadays, most of the people, or most of the young people actually are facing a problem of not actually knowing what to do with their career. Like what you just mentioned, he has just graduated from a college. He maybe refuses to do a certain kind of job because he has another dream in his mind, but sometimes this dream is not clear for most of the people. And that's exactly what we are trying to do in our academy. We are trying to help them to clear their vision, to know what they really want to do with their career.
So what are the skills that are lacking for the youth of Egypt upon finding a job for the unemployed to be, for an
We can
example?
say that presentation skills, how to present themselves when they are in an interview, for example. Also communication skills, this is very important for them. And most of the youth actually, they are lacking this because in their colleges, the colleges actually in Egypt, they are not preparing the student to face all the challenges in the work field. They are just giving them some subjects to learn, and then after that, they are not responsible